In peer-to-peer lending, borrower discovery is moving into AI answers. Borrowers are asking systems like ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Perplexity, Google AI Mode, and Google AI Overviews to compare platforms, explain rates, evaluate trust, and recommend shortlists. The benchmark shows that the AI response is becoming a first filter in the borrower journey, and recommendation power is concentrating fast. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, founder and CEO of Sitework Studio. At Sitework Studio, we study how brands show up across Google, AI answers, and the public sources buyers trust before making decisions, and how that visibility turns into credible citations, comparisons, and recommendations. The June 2026 LLM Authority Index benchmark studied peer-to-peer lending, including personal loan platforms and marketplace lending services in the United States. It analyzed 1,281 observations across 3 public high-intent prompt clusters: discovery and consideration, comparison and evaluation, and pricing and rates decision prompts. The key pattern is shortlist compression. AI systems reduce choice complexity for borrowers, and in this benchmark, that compression is uneven. Upstart, SoFi, and Lending Club capture nearly all of the modeled recommendation value, while the remaining 7 measured platforms collectively capture less than 2% of the $30.3 million total modeled monthly opportunity. Upstart is the value-weighted winner and shortlist leader in this peer-to-peer lending benchmark. It appears in 61.4% of AI responses and converts 32.7% of those appearances into valid recommendations. Its top 3 rate is 19.6%, its rank 1 rate is 11.4%, and it captures $3.98 million in monthly AI authority value, representing 13.1% of the total modeled category opportunity. SoFi is the recommendation quality leader. It has the highest top 3 rate in the category at 29.4%, the best average recommended rank at 1.69, and the highest net sentiment score among the top 3 platforms at 0.71. When SoFi appears, AI systems are consistently advancing it toward the top of the shortlist. Lending Club holds 3rd position with $1.33 million in monthly AI authority value and valid recommendation coverage of 24.7%. The most important executive distinction in the report is presence versus recommendation. A mention means a company appeared in an AI-generated response. A valid recommendation means the platform received positive, shortlist quality recommendation credit. That difference changes how leaders should interpret AI visibility. Prosper appears in 27.6% of responses, which would look meaningful in a traditional awareness study, but it converts only 10.2% of appearances into valid recommendations, has the lowest net sentiment score among major platforms at 0.40, and captures 181.1K in monthly AI authority value. Peerform shows an even sharper warning pattern. It appears in 4.8% of responses, but records a 0% top 3 rate and a 0% rank 1 rate across all platforms and clusters. The benchmark describes Peerform as present but commercially absent from the borrower decision moment. The benchmark also shows that AI visibility varies by platform. Upstart dominates on Copilot with $1.53 million in monthly AI authority value. SoFi leads on Perplexity with 305.9K and on ChatGPT with 455.7K. Lending Club performs best on ChatGPT with 444.3K. For operators, that means prompt level and platform level monitoring matter. Different AI systems retrieve and weight different source material, creating uneven competitive exposure depending on where borrowers ask their questions. The citation layer explains why. AI systems retrieve, compare, and rank based on public sources available at the time of the query. Official brand sites, financial editorial pages, lending comparison platforms, review platforms, consumer feedback aggregators, and financial media coverage all contribute to the public evidence layer. Upstart benefits from a clearly extractable, AI-driven underwriting narrative. SoFi benefits from broader ecosystem coverage. Lending Club benefits from long market history and category authority. For peer-to-peer lending platforms outside the top tier, the benchmark points to 5 practical issues. First, weak valid recommendation conversion. Visibility without recommendation credit leaves a platform exposed at the moment borrowers are forming shortlists. Second, low top 3 and rank 1 presence. Happy Money has a top 3 rate of 1.0% and Peerform has a 0% top 3 rate. Third, poor prompt cluster coverage. Upstart wins all 3 public buyer stage clusters, including the decision stage cluster where borrowers are ready to choose. Fourth, neutral or cautionary framing. Prosper's net sentiment score of 0.40 and Peerform's 0.45 indicate mixed or qualified framing. Fifth, thin or inconsistent source footprint. AI systems need consistent public evidence to recommend with confidence. The leadership takeaway is clear. In peer-to-peer lending, AI search visibility has to be managed at the recommendation stage, not only at the mention stage. Modeled AI authority value is a directional benchmark estimate, not revenue, pipeline, or book demand, but the competitive pattern matters. Borrowers are asking AI systems to build the shortlist before they visit a brand website. The brands that win are the ones with citation architecture strong enough for AI systems to retrieve, trust, and advance. For growth leaders, the priority is to monitor where the brand appears, where competitors are recommended instead, and which public sources are shaping the answer.